Yo, Gameweepers, how are we? Coach Pig's back at it, and congratulations on making it through the pro guides out again. I think they've stopped doing it now, actually, because of the burns. But yeah, we have a special video for you today. We're going to be going over the top 20 champions in 11.1, and these are the picks you've got to start playing when the ranked season starts on the 8th of January. So if you want to start season 11 strong, the next 10 minutes are going to be PG massive. Seriously though, listen up, this is going to be hella beneficial. Now guys, I want to know the champion you're most looking forward to playing in this patch in particular. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on a bit of Gnar, to be honest, to test out how good the buffs are, so let me know your pick down below. Now as always guys, I'm going to tell you to check out our website Gameweepcom because it is the best resource you have to learn everything there is to know about League. You guys are asking if you can climb from plat to diamond or silver to gold with our memberships. Heck yeah, you can. You know why? Because I make daily content on there as well, and because there are tons of amazing challenger courses and guides that are guaranteed to help you achieve your goals. Links will be in the description and comment section. Alright, let's smash through these picks and get into it guys, and starting us off we have Ashe. And the reason she suddenly appeared on a top champions countdown is because she became even better with the recent Runar's Hurricane change. It now costs 2500 gold instead of 3400, so you hit your 3 item spike earlier with your mythic and infinity edge, and this is huge because this meta is all about items. If your champion doesn't spike that hard with your mythic and legendaries, then you're in the bin. Simple as that. This puts Ashe in an even stronger position and is now one of the premier AD carries. Now coming in at number 19 guys, we have Thresh, and it's not that he got buffs, it's just that he's a great support in the current league landscape. In fact, listen to this little stat I've got. In Master and above, there's one build in particular that wins 80% of games. Yeah, that's 80%. So if you want the chance to do the same, this is it. Locket of the Iron Stellari is your mythic, Zeke's Convergence, and then Night's Vow. And that's over 80 games by the way, not 5. Now make sure you max Q first guys, and if you want to be really 5-head, you can max W second to peel your AD carry more, but let's be honest, they'll probably die anyway. Regardless guys, Thresh is a great pick this patch. Next up we have Galio, and if you're a fan of KFC buckets and winning, Galio is certainly a champion you should start playing. Like I did with Thresh guys, I'm going to throw a red hot stat at you that will get your interest going. Now when players in high elo build Rocket Belt, Zhonya's and Morellos, they win over 80% of their games, and there's no reason this won't be even higher this patch because Rocket Belt gives you more AP and health, and the Grievous wins from Morellos now last an extra second. I want another buff from 11.1 that could legit become the go-to option for Galio. Lucidity boots now offer 20 ability haste, and this would really come in clutch in those earlier mid-game teamfights where you really excel. Prancing in at number 17 guys, we have Hecarim, and there are a couple of reasons Heck is on here. So Gordrink got nerfed this patch, and this means that some of the best junglers like Olaf and Kayn won't be as powerful, so Hecarim, who's similar, becomes even more relevant. Now the other reason is that Trinity Force got changed, so he gives a little less AD, which isn't that important on Heck, and twice as much ability haste, and this is a vital stat on Hecarim. What this means is that your mythic spike is even bigger now, and as we've already talked about, this is the determining factor in games. In fact, just think of this game as League of Mythics from now on. Okay, moving on, we have Jhin at number 16 because he is still one of the best ADCs. Even after the nerfs to Eclipse, the Collector, and even Jhin himself, you guys who play the Virtuoso are still right up there with the best of them. As one of the best lane bullies in League and an awesome team fighter because of your setup, you can really pop off. Now one of the ways you're going to make full use of your kit is to build correctly. So Gale Force, the Collector, and then Rapid Fire Cannon. This gives you all the mobility, damage, and range you need to force shot everyone to that grey screen. For the next pick guys, here they come. I could not keep them off the list for long. It's Yasuo and Yone. Now the two half-brothers are back with a bang this patch, and that's because of the so-called change Riot have thrown at them. I swear these changes are just straight up buffs most of the time, and you can see them on screen now. So this is a massive mid-game 2-item buff for both champions. And why is that? Because now 40% of your crit transforms into 100% crit via your passive. So at 2 crit items, you will hit this spike. Before you needed 3, and most games didn't even allow you to reach this point. This also opens up other items like Bork, Wit's End, and even tankier items like Death's Dance against certain team compositions, which is obviously a good thing, right? A bit of build diversity. Now remember, you still have the 3.5% attack speed growth from 1025, which is great later the game goes, so you may lose overall AD with a full build, but your attack speed compensates for that because it piles damage into your Q. I want to know what all of you think of the two half-brothers being stronger, so leave your thoughts in the comments. Alright, number 14 in our countdown is Vayne, and this is a quiet patch for all you go-to wannabes, but that just means you're still one of the best marksmen. Now I said in yesterday's video that there's one build that is crushing at the moment, and that is Kraken Slayer. Ginsu's Rage Blade, and Blade of the Ruined King. Because you are all about auto attacks, these 3 items give you all the on hit in the world, and if you can stay alive for long enough, you can straight up 1v5 because your DPS is insane. Now flying in at number 13 guys is Anivia, and after the 1025 buffs and a couple of small nerfs in 1025B, she is the best control mage in the game, so if you like playing AP range damage dealers, Anivia is the one for you. Nowadays you can take over games because of your new Frostbite and Glacial Storm, so your E procs when your Q clips enemy champions now, it doesn't even have to stun them, which is just outright broken, and in the late game your ultimate is on less than a 1 second cooldown, meaning you clear waves better than anyone and can zone 5 champions with a well placed ult. If there was ever a time to play Anivia guys, it is now. Okay, number 12 in our countdown is Nunu, and to be honest, Nunu has been flying under the radar. There's been lots of talk about other champions, especially in the jungle, and the Yeti Rider has quietly sat amongst the best champions on the Rift for patches now. Sunfire Aegis hopefully saw the last of its nerfs in 1025B, and Nunu has still emerged as one of the top tier junglers. You have great early game pressure because of that big snowball of yours, and also your Q, which lets you steal camps and crabs with ease. Nunu is easy to play and fun as well guys, so if this sounds good, get around him. Right, now here comes a champion that causes a bit of commotion, and he's on every list at the moment, and that's Darius. Now Darius is thriving because there are less tanks waddling about in the top lane, meaning your opponents are most of the time squishy and easy to snowball. Now Stridebreaker, your best mythic, got changed this patch, so 5 less AD, big deal, 10% less damage than the active, big deal again, but double the haste, which is great. Now one of the main reasons the Breaker is amazing on Darius is because of the movement speed it provides, and because you don't have a real gap closer in your kit, this is what's most valuable, and it's all still there, meaning your W's aren't going to go anywhere. And I'm talking about wins of course, not your actual W. Yes, so the top 10 guys, here we go. At number 10 we have Katarina, and you might be thinking, but Kat has a low win rate, Coach Cheese. Alright bro, relax. Every high skill cap champion does, that's the way it is. But that doesn't mean she's bad. In fact, Kat is the opposite and will be better this patch because Rocket Belt and Night Harvester got buffed. Now most Cats are finally going AD, but when your team needs AP, the higher AP and both AP mythics and health are welcome stats and give you the damage and survivability you need to get in and out of fights. Moving on to number 9 Gameweepers, and we have Tristana, the second best AD carry in this patch. Now Tristana is great when you play her like a typical ADC at range because as the game progresses your attack range increases, but she is also great as an all-in 100-0 champion, and this lets you fend for yourself. This is crucial, especially in this meta because the best champions can deal damage and have a ton of 1v1 potential, and that's what you have on Tristana. Kraken Slayer, Stormraiser, Infinity Edge, you're good to go. Alright, back to the top lane for number 8, and this time it's Camille, who is proving to be one of the best 1v9ers right now. Now your best build, which is Trinity Force, Ravenous Hydra, and Stereo Gauge, will continue to be arguably the best 3-item build in the game. I mean, in high elo, if you build these, you win over 85% of your games, which is absurd, but Trinity Force got a little change this patch. You're losing 10 AD, but gaining 10 ability haste, which is an alright trade, I guess. When you get Trinity Force, it's such a great spike in power that you want to fight until that Nexus explodes. The 10 AD actually hurts your all-in more than what you gain from the extra haste, so this seems like a little nerf, but you are still among the top 2 top lane champions in League. Coming in next guys, we have Leona, and like Thresh, no direct buffs or anything, Leona is just a great champion at the moment. So a 5-second cooldown on your stun, the tankiness with Aftershock, the engage, the setup for your teammates, Leona has everything, and if you want a support to play this patch, Leona is the cream of the crop. Now at number 6 guys, we have the best top laner of 11.1, and he's been our hash 1 pick for weeks now, and that's Wukong. Now your early game is the strongest out of all top laners. You have 2 ultimates, which don't know why, but it's obviously busted, and you have an array of mythics to choose from. Now seeing as Gore Drinker and Trinity Force got nerfed, I mean you can still go either one, it's not like they're giga useless, you can choose Divine Sunder instead and be just as strong. Follow this up with a Ravenous Hydra, and heck, you could build a Void Staff and still win. Wukong is that good. The top 5 guys, we have arrived, and so has the last call for you to check out our website GameLeap.com. If you want to give yourself the best chance of getting to Challenger, then our site is all you need. Think of yourself as an orange for a second. Now do you want to squeeze the most juice out of yourself as possible? Do you want to see where your potential can take you? Well, we can unlock it. So click on one of the links below and get signed up. Okay, enough of oranges. The 5th best champion at 11.1 is Elise, and the repel change in 1025 shooted you back into contention, but what pushes you within a sniff of the top spot is the Night Harvester change. Now we've covered that it's offering more AP and health, and these 2 stats are obviously huge on Elise. The more ability power you have, the more effective your magic penetration and overall damage is, and the health lets you stay alive for longer. Any champion that gets cocooned on the Rift in 11.1 will be in some serious strife. Now we have another AP assassin up next, and number 4 is Echo. Now whether you play Echo mid or jungle, you could well claim that you are the best scaling champion in League, and what makes you even more of a force this time around is the rocket belt change. You're going to hit harder, and for the same price of 3200 gold, you're getting an extra 100 health, which is a lot. This means you can be even more annoying, knowing it will take longer to kill you, so pick Echo this patch guys, he's going to shine. Now coming in at number 3, we have the best ADC of 11.1, and that's Kaisa. Now like Ashe, Kaisa loves runes, and the fact this is 900 gold cheaper is big news. Now you are losing the AD from it, but you can simply buy a pickaxe and leave it in your inventory until you build Infinity Edge. The fact is this guys, you will be power spiking even earlier than before, and coupled with your assassin-like playstyle, you will be unstoppable. Alright, the runner-up on our countdown guys, and this champion could well have been number 1, is Kha'Zix. Now I've said for patches now, I cannot believe Bugsplat hasn't been touched by Rito, and this just means that you are consistently at the top of the win rates and one of the best champs in the game. Now Duskblade did get changed so the passive damage is down, but its AD is up, so your Taste Their Fear will do even more DM, and I know this is going to ruffle a few feathers. Let me know if yours have been ruffled by this change in the comments. Now it's that time guys, the Who Am I challenge, so let's see if you can guess our number 1 pick. I'm very happy because Boots of Lucidity and Night Harvester got buffed. When I land my ultimate, I know I've got a kill even when they're under tower because I can dive in and get out. Twisted Fate and every immobile mage really hate laning against me, and last one, I love having a fish. Now if you didn't get it from the last clue, God help you. Guys, the best champion in 11.1 is Fizz. Now the extra cooldown from Lucidities and the extra power and Night Harvester is going to be huge in the early mid game for a champion that was already one of the best out of all of them. Thanks so much for watching guys, let us know what you think of our list. If you enjoyed the video, let us know by leaving a like down below, subscribe and turn on all notifications. This has been Coach Eags, and until tomorrow's video, peace.